So it
But
means that as the company grew, you know, you trusted your friend. That is why you allowed him to put his name on
that's
everything.
because it was his idea.
Okay. And so then now you felt betrayed, right?
Because he was the one who goes to the bank. Even though when I became part of the company, I was made a treasurer, secretary treasurer of the company.
Okay. Thank you so much for having us in your home.
It's a pleasure having you.
So we are here to have short conversation with you. We want to get to know you. So what motivated you to, move to the America?
Moving to America was not even in my dream. Because I was fortunate enough that I became somebody in Ghana those days. Because of my background, my studies, I became head of my department. We did a lot of auto electrical work. We manufactured batteries,
Okay.
that. So they used to employ these Europeans or the Greeks to come and head our department.
Okay.
But when I went to that department to be trained, that department was headed by a German named Rudolf Wiesenberg was his name.
Okay. You remember his name?
Yes. He accepted to train me because by then my daddy was working for a Greek who was in charge of the company used to be called AG Leventis. AG Leventis. The government bought that company. They became GNTC.
GNTC. Okay.
That's not judicial race. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to be AG Leventis when the government bought us.
GNTC.
So my dad was working for the director of the whole company because Mr. Leventis himself was stationed in France. So, but he be their assistant. My dad was working for him. But before that, when I finished school, no job. I couldn't find a job. So I became a fisherman.
Okay.
Yes,
A fisherman.
I became a fisherman. Going towards where you call Polygono. If you, I don't know, you know,
Yeah, no polygon.
yeah. So I was doing that, and some of the young men who had just finished school, the job, everybody go to help the fishermen to pull the fishing net. So I became part of that. And then one day, some of the young men said, "Oh, let's go to this boat. Let's go to the boat." I said, "What boat?" They said, "You meet." So we went there. I followed them. But then they would go and work in the ship to unload the cargoes. So I joined them. I went there. Unknown to me, you have to go to the office and register your name. So I was standing there. They calling people's name. And then the boat was getting full. They've called somebody. I just follow. When I follow, and the people say, "Hey, I said,
Yeah.
they have not called your name." I'm not a fisherman. I gave him our language.
Yes, 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 yes.
So I forced myself onto the boat and I was taken to the ship. When we got there, unknown to me, the man double checks the name. He was calling the name. Calling by name. My name was not in the book. I said, "Sir, your book is not correct."
You told him that?
I told him, "Yeah, his book is not correct." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because my name was written at the headquarters. You can go back to land and go to the headquarters and check my name. I know from where we were on the sea.
Cannot go there.
He can't go." I said, "Put my name in your book." He wrote my name. So every day I work on the ship name was SS Bitang.
Okay.
And my daddy said, "Oh, son, I heard you are working in a ship. I said, yes, sir. He said, but I want you to go and learn a trade. You can work so I can work with your hand. If you work with your hand, you will never go hungry in this world. Those days, your dad, your mom says something, what do? You
You
obey.
obey, yes, you obey.
Not like today.
Yeah, you obey, yes, right.
So he said to me, oh, I'll talk to my boss. He accepted me. He did his best, treated me as best. And luckily for me also, the company have technical school where from time to time, experts from you know, Mercedes, Chrysler, Fargo is another big truck. They will come to teach us. The company at that time brought was agent of Coca-Cola company.
Okay.
Mr. Wiesenberg. When the Germans came to install the Coca-Cola machine, he being a German, he went to help them
Okay.
because they couldn't speak English. So they became friends. And he was a very smart guy, technically. So after the installation of the machine, if anything go wrong, he goes there to repair the machine. The machine. Sometimes he used to bring some of the equipment for us to repair, and he take back to install them. Finally, he was transferred from my branch to Coca-Cola to be the engineer in charge of the plant.
Oh, okay.
So he served his term, he left. Then they were arranging to bring another guy from Greek to come. And I said to myself, I said, no, they bring them from there, they don't know their left from their right. I have to train them, but they become my boss.
Yeah.
So I applied for the position. I was accepted. I was promoted to become head of the department.
Wow.
Yes. I was home one day when somebody came from American embassy to visit my cousin. So my cousin made an introduction. Oh, meet Mr. Quarshie. So the guy asked me, where do you work? What do you do? I told him I work at, GNTC. So what do you do? I told him my profession. The guy said, oh, bro, what do you do? I repeated. He said, they need you. America need you. He said, America need you. So America need me. He said, yes. He said, come to the embassy. Come to Ghana, American embassy and get some the phones. They say, look at, they say a guarantor. They need a guarantor. And the man said to me, you want a guarantor? I'm your guarantor. Very rich guy.
Yeah.
He said, I'm your guarantor. Let's go to the American embassy. Wow. I was in the house. I think within 3 months, 2 or 3 months, he came to the house and said, Mr. Quarshie, you are the labor department has approved everything for you. 3 months. 3 months. And I said, this man very serious.
Serious man.
This man very serious. I didn't have a passport. No passport. So I went back to work and I told the past manager, I said, Mr. Asman, look, somebody is bothering me from America. I don't even have the passport. And he said, oh, Mr. Quarshie, you need the passport? The director is my friend. I asked the director to bring me a form. So the director gave me a form and he brought me the form.
Yeah.
So I filled the form. And that's how I got my passport.
So when you went to Washington, what did you do?
When I went to Washington, this my friend took me to labor department, registered me with the hope that they will call me, They didn't call. No any offer. And I'm not used to sitting down either. So I told my friend, look, any job I will do. He said, what? I said, any job, I'll do. He said, are you sure? I said, yeah. So he took me to employment agency. I'm not West, Washington, D.C., near Greyhound passes. And the guy looked at my profile and he said, oh, he made a telephone call. He said, oh, yeah, I got you a job. So he took my friend, he gave the address to my friend. So we took a bus to the address. When we got to the address, I introduced myself. The guy said, oh, you are the one? I said, yeah. He said, I have a job. Okay. He said, okay, you're going to sell gas.
The gas station, the filling station.
They have only those days we have one pump, high test and a regular. Or here you say super and regular.
Yeah.
One pump. I had to go pump petrol, sell petrol. Tough for me. It was tough.
Yes.
I went to see the guy who first gave me a job to pump a gas. Because they have a workshop also. When I went to see him, I said, oh, I need a diagnosing machine too. He said, do you know the salesman? I said, yeah. He said, give me his telephone number. He bought the machine because of me.
Okay, to diagnose the vehicles. Right?
Is it right?
Oh, okay.
So I worked for him for and this my friend who the black guy who didn't do his left from his right. I used to go and help. Approached me, said, Gil, come let's be a partner.
Okay.
Come let's be a partner. Reluctantly, I have to leave. When I was going, this guy was so sad. I said, I'm going to work for myself. That's how
you became established.
I started working. That was 1971.
So how did your partnership with your friends go?
It went well. It went very well. Because it was his idea to establish the company. We trusted him. We put everything through his name. When the company started growing, it got into his head. Because we put his name
On everything.
On everything.
It's his company now.
Yes.
Ego.
Yes. He's eager to go. To a point, one of our partners got mad and withdrew his share from the company.
Okay.
So we were left three.
So it means that as the company grew, you trusted your friend. That is why you allowed him to put his name on everything.
That's because it was his idea.
Okay. And so then now you felt betrayed, right?
Because he was the one who goes to the bank. Even though when I became part of the company, I was made a treasurer, secretary treasurer of the company.
Okay.
But everything being, he was his idea. So we just left.
You give him some space to.
We give him space.
We trust.
We trust. So that's what happened. We sold the building, and after the settlement, everything we met at the lawyer office to do the distribution of film, and I surprised them. I said, oh, by the way, Bob did this, that. Bob did. I lay everything down. His wife was there. He was shocked. How in the world did he got to know about this? I got to in my dream. My dream directed me go to the office, open drawer, which file to look to. Yeah, that's one blessing God gave me. So anyway, we sold the building. And then the guy gave us 9 months to stay at the place to put our things together.
So, Mr. Kwashi, what message do you have for young people, our generation, both here and those outside Ghana, like those in the diaspora, about like either, for example, for those people here, would you recommend them like if they have the chance, should they go to America? Should they travel outside? Because if you look at the conditions now here, like the economic situations, it's kind of tough for especially young people who are trying to, grow, establish themselves here. Would you recommend that they travel outside when they get a chance, or they should stay here and then kind of like try to survive? And then those outside, those in the diaspora, would you want them to come down here? You know, as part of the is it beyond the year of return?
Let's say African Renaissance.
Yes, the young ones here, if you want to travel, you can travel. But don't think your problem will be solved by you traveling over there. Because there are people in Africa, or let me say Ghana, who have made it
Yeah.
here without traveling outside. It depends upon you, your determination. Your determination. If you are in Ghana, you are determined to make it. You will make it. It depends upon you. Don't be expecting a handout. Don't be expected to be rich overnight. But that's the mentality of youth today. They want to be rich overnight.
Yeah.
They see you driving this car, they want to be this.
Yeah. Sure.
So as a result, they go get themselves involved with illegal things.
Yeah.
Yes, you can travel, but it's not easy there. Because I have seen people who are doing okay here. They come over there and they struggle, 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 struggle. Because they thought that place you don't have to struggle. No. So struggling is over there,
It's over there.
not here.
Yeah, there are a lot of factors. There's this pulling factor and there's this pushing factor as well. For example, situations here is pushing people out. It's pushing people out. And then over there is kind of pulling them in. Because you'll be hearing a lot of things, people on social media. Oh, if you want to come to Canada, do da 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 da, and then they're accepting this kind of people. And now today you see Ghana are nurses, people in the health sector and even education sector. Most of them have left the country because of the situations here. So that is pushing them out. You
Yes.
see, so sometimes people will argue about some of these things, and we don't really come to that level where we understand ourselves as to which direction we should go, because people want to better their life and their lot in life.
Correct.
See, individually, they want to be better. And then it's like the system in Ghana or Africa is not helping.
You are right.
Yeah, when you were speaking, you said determination.
Determination.
Determination. People are determined to work. People are looking for jobs. They're not getting, and those kind of things. According to history, I mean, your time, things were a bit, better compared to now, right? Because some people will tell you, oh, when we're in school, when we're in the university, they were feeding us morning, afternoon, evening.
Yeah.
We're getting chocolate, we're getting eggs, and all
Yeah.
of that. Those things are
Support
no,
from the state.
yeah.
That's under Kwame
Coming
Nkrumah time.
Nkrumah time, yeah.
Yeah.
And now those things are no more.
Yeah.
University, even accommodation,
Probably.
Yeah.
yeah. University students, even people in SHS now have to go rent. You see, so things are kind of rough and tough now. So I just don't know how to put it, but the factors are there, and we need to discuss it.
Look, one problem with Africa is we don't have a respect for people who work with their hand.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a respect for them.
That's true. Even farmers. Even farmers.
We don't have respect for them.
Mm.
That's one of our
Farmers.
downfall.
You see, this matter, if you want to talk about it, you may sound political, and we don't want to go there.
You don't want to go there.
Uh-huh. You don't want to go there, so we just want to limit our discussions to, Mr. Quarshie and his experiences. So, Mr. Quarshie, I'm interested in knowing how, your relationship with the White House, the Obama, and all those big people.
We were at the shop one day when this customer, he used to bring his car there. It didn't look familiar. One day I say, your name look familiar. Name Armstrong. Neil Armstrong. Okay, Neil Armstrong. Yeah, Neil Armstrong. You know Neil Armstrong?
The first one to space?
Yes.
Yes.
The moon,
Yeah.
Yes.
The moon, yes.
supposedly.
No. The first man to step foot on. Yes.
Yeah.
He became my customer because of what people said, the honesty.
Oh, so Neil Armstrong was your customer?
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
My first customer from the White House was the secretary to the vice president at that time, Agnew. Yeah, Agnew. Who got into trouble. Nixon first vice president. Yes.
Okay.
His secretary was my customer. Because of what he read about
Okay, your company. Okay.
when Jimmy Carter became president, his vice president, Mondale, his wife used to come and sit at the office while we are working on their son's car.
Oh, okay. It's already creating that kind of circle,
It's a network, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yes. This man, the White House will say, "Oh, your cousin, so go to Gil. Go to Gil." When second Bush became the president,
Yeah.
Condoleezza Rice, the
Yes,
secretary advisor.
yes.
One day I was in my office when a telephone call came from the White House. So Condoleezza Rice brought a Mercedes. He has a problem, so I should send somebody to come and get the car. I said, what type? They gave me the type. And I said, that type, I don't have the diagnostic equipment for that. So I directed them where to take it to. So honesty left my name in the White House.
Okay. So you realized that you couldn't work on that car because
I
you
don't
didn't have the
I don't have
equipment.
equipment.
Yeah, so
But I started to where somebody who has the equipment.
yeah.
Honesty.
Somebody else would say, bring the car.
Yes.
I'll take it there. Put my charge on it.
Yes.
Honesty. Honesty. It goes a long way.
It goes a long way. Yeah.
So that's how I end up my name in the White House.
I mean, with the picture you are painting,
Yeah.
there's no doubt you're a successful man, and you
I've paid my due.
you pay your dues. You paid your dues. So would you say that you would have been that successful if you didn't travel outside Ghana, or the American has played a very significant role in your success story?
That's a tough question because with my determination, even when I was in Ghana, being from a very poor family, I was determined to be somebody. I became somebody. Even before I went to America.
Yes.
I was determined.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to travel and come back to Ghana useless. No. Because I was riding a car before I travel.
Yeah.
So when I come back, I should be able to.
To ride, I mean a better one, right?
I should be able to have more than 2
What I
cars.
think. Oh, okay, okay.
Determination. Yeah.
You're not a young man. You are very old.
I'm
80.
young man.
Young old man. And you look fit. I mean, you are blessed.
Well,
There's no doubt about that. Yes.
yeah, I've been
Because,
blessed.
yes,
I've been blessed.
at your age, good eyesight,
Yes.
you walk about, and do all of that.
No, I've been blessed.
Yes.
I have been blessed because I'm my age 85.
Yeah.
I'm only 85. I'm only
85.
only 85.
Still young.
So, yeah. Anyway, I've been blessed.
Yes.
But what I went through in life and where I am today, and where my children are today, I have 5 kids.
5.
They were all born there.
I want to grow up and become like you. What should I do?
You don't want to struggle like me.
Oh. So hard work and determination.
Yes.
Thank you
It's a pleasure.
for having us. We really enjoyed the conversation and we've learned lessons. Personally, I've learned hard work, honesty, dedication,
Yes.
and then savings.
Savings.